Namaskaram, Bhagavad Gita. It's a manual for our daily life. Each sloka gives us message to lead a life. The Upadesam was done by Lord Krishna to Arjuna, but those teachings are applicable to this day and for our daily routine. In 50th sloka, that is 18th chapter, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. That chapter, in this sloka, Krishna tells Arjuna, I shall explain how one who has attained perfection by doing Karma Yoga. So that perfection, when he says cessation of actions. He can also attain Brahman. That is, one who has attained perfection can also attain Brahman by being firmly fixed in transcendental knowledge. So this is the gist of that sloka. That cessation of actions, that is, the state of actionless. So he was talking about sannyasa, where it was possible for jnanis. And he says, you can attain that perfection even while being a karma yogi. So he's advising Arjuna to do his duty. Focus on your duty without getting any attachments to other things. So here he continues that. He says, theoretically, we may be well versed in scriptures or Vedas or slokas, but that lack bereft of realization. We may be good at chanting, we may be good at by hearting, we know all the slokas, but that when it comes to realization, we would not have reached that. So that's not enough, he says. It is not enough if you are well versed in knowing the scriptures, knowing the slokas. It is very important to know the truths of scripture. That is the meaning, real meaning, and you should experience it. When you experience it only, you will understand the practical knowledge of the scriptures. That is what in this slokam Krishna stresses on. So karma yogi, he gets here now. Arjuna is only a karma yogi. So he is saying that karma yogi gets opportunities to practice the truths of scriptures because he is doing his duty, and he is while he does his duty, he comes across many experiences. So through the experiences, he learns the attachment and detachment. So how to detach ourselves also we learn from experience. So Krishna says, Karma Yogi has more opportunities to learn by doing his karma. So he can attain the state of actionless while performing work. So that is what Naishkamya Siddhi. So this is possible. It's not, we don't think that only the sannyasis can do that. Even you, karma yogi, can reach that state of actionless. That is, even you will have that Naishkamya Siddhi. Oh, the transcendental knowledge becomes available through the experiences. So you because the experiences teach us so many lessons. So what happens? From theoretical knowledge, what we hear, what we learn, so we are moving through the experience to the transcendental knowledge. So once you reach transcendental knowledge, you are reaching the destination. That is you can attain Brahman. That's what he highlights, because he is encouraging, he is saying the truth to Arjuna to get up and fight against adharma. That is what he wanted. So here he talks about transcendental knowledge, and Karma Yogi attains the highest perfection of God realization by fixing the mind in the transcendental knowledge. That is very important. So the experience gives us transcendental knowledge while doing our karma. This is very important. So Karma Yogi also can attain the stage of perfection. So for that, what do you do? For example, in our daily life, we judge things, judge people, judging anything. So how to judge? It should be only from 0 point. That is neutral. Let us not have likes and dislikes. When you have this likes and dislikes in your mind, naturally when you are judging a person, you are not from the neutral, you are not from the 0 point. You just think of weighing balance. So when you are weighing any product or any commodity, that needle should show only the zero, neutral. So if you are starting from negative or positive, you already have the ideas framed in your mind. Based on that, if you judge anything, it will not be right. So to know the truth and to attain the knowledge, you should not have any preconceived notes in your mind. So that is what the sloka tells us. So be neutral so that you will not have likes and dislikes. So you have your focus on that neutral point. Only then you can judge. To judge a situation in which we are, or to judge people, or to judge anything, let's not have preconceived ideas in our mind, because that will lead to likes and dislikes. So God has given us choices to choose the path to decide anything. That is Jnana Marga, Karma Marga and Bhakti Marga. So He has given us the choice. We have to choose the right one, suitable for our nature, and follow it so that you will be neutral and you will reach the state of actionless. You will reach the perfection like Jnanis. That is what here Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna, how to take decision at that crucial time. He is asking him to get up and fight. Being a Karma Yogi, you can achieve that state of actionless. You can attain perfection and you can attain Brahman also. That is what Krishna says here. He highlights that both Jnana Marga and Karma Marga help us to reach the destination. So the choice is given, the path is shown to us by Lord Krishna. So let us go in that way. And the most important is we should surrender ourselves to God. So it is like a river. When it joins the ocean, it loses its identity. For example, it has its own path and it carries sediments, it has the color of water, that is, it may be greenish or it can be in white or it can be blackish, anything. So all these qualities are lost once it reaches the ocean, because it may be sweet water. So everything is lost because it has gone into the ocean. So when we want to reach the perfection, when we want to reach Brahman, when we look for moksha, all our gunas, your ego, everything to be dropped off and surrendered to God. This is the simplest teaching. I don't think we have simpler than anything. So let us follow, let us sloka is a manual for everyday's life. That is, we come across so many challenges every day and we have to take decision. So to take the best decision, let us follow these margas shown by Lord Krishna. For that, we should be away from the things which disturb us. Let us keep ourselves away from the clamor of sense objects. Choose the way to keep our mind steady. That is very, very important. We can do meditation on mantra or on sun god or on any god. So this is what our Sanatana Dharma says. So we'll have the very peaceful, happy and steady mind, this is very important to lead a daily life without having any frustration, and we can face anything in life because nothing will bring sorrow or nothing will make me feel happy. We treat everything equally. So let's do our Swadharma, having all these teachings given by Lord Krishna in our mind, and proceed. Thank you.